What is up, guys? In this video, I'm gonna do a training on how to sell. I get asked this question by so many different people, and being in the space that I'm in, I still have friends in other industries. People at church, they ask me like, what do you do? And sales to me really is just clearly communicating the outcome that people want to experience. So I'm going to show you a quick little graphic that I really think will help simplify what you're doing on your calls. So I know a lot of different people watch this channel. We've got health coaches, fitness coaches, agency owners, people who want to start a coaching business, all different types of people represented. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw my famous point A and point B on this whiteboard. And I want to put underneath the point A the phrase current state. And on point B, I'm going to put desired state. And all sales, in my opinion, is clearly communicating and really saying and asking the right questions to get them to communicate where they're at currently and where they want to get to. And a lot of times I've sold people on my coaching program just by asking them what they currently do. Do they like what they do? And oftentimes they'll open up to me and they'll be like, Brandon, you know what? I kind of hate what I'm doing right now. And that's such a sad place to be. People have 9-to-5s and they have careers, or even worse, they have a business that they hate. And I've been there several times with several different things. And just by asking the right questions, you can literally get somebody to open up to you and tell you all of the information you need to know to close a deal and get them to pay you. So first step when it comes to sales, in my opinion, at least the kind of sales that we do, is understanding where are they at, right? So we get tons of different people on calls with us, and for the lack of boxing people in, I'm going to show you how we sell our offer instead of teaching a health coach how to sell their own, because I don't want to assume who's watching this. I know a lot of different people watch the channel. So with our offer, we need to know a couple different things. I need to know, what do you do currently? So like, what's your occupation, right? And forgive me if I misspell anything. We make over $100,000 a month, and I don't even know how to spell most words when it comes to using a whiteboard or typing on the computer. So what's your occupation? I need to know, are you a coach, agency owner? Do you have a 9-to-5 with a side income from coaching? Are you fully in your 9-to-5? Where are you? What do you do, right? Once I know that information, I need to know how that's currently going, right? So how's it going? Do you like it? Do you hate it, right? How's it going? How much money are you making? How are you making that money? How are you enjoying making that money, right? And once I have that information, the next thing I need to know is, what's the gap? Why are you not where you want to be? And where is where you want to be? A lot of people don't even know the answer to this until you begin to ask them, and then they begin to imagine, what, if anything was possible in 6 months from now, Brandon, I actually would want this, right? And then they begin to tell you like, dude, I want to be a full-time coach, right? Full-time coach. Right now, I'm making $5K a month coaching, and I'm at, $5K a month from a 9-to-5. I want to quit my 9-to-5 and go full-time, and I want to be making $20K a month. Honestly, in the economy that we live in today's day and age, $20,000 is how much money you need in order to really experience that six-figure income all of our parents used to talk about. So I would encourage anyone to believe for, $20K per month. It's where you can be generous, begin to experience life without always living in survival mode. So $20K a month, right? How do you want to get there? Do you want to build a team? Do you want to just have, a one-man show style offer? What's your vision? And the most important question that I ask people is, why do you want to get there? Because money alone isn't enough to motivate someone to go over all of the roadblocks and obstacles that it takes to build a business at this level. You have to have a bigger purpose, especially if you ever want to be happy. And I could totally go on a tangent about that, but maybe I will for a different video. In this video, I want to show you the next most important question that's literally going to increase your ability to sell anything, especially your coaching. So now that we have the current state, right? We have the desired state. All your job is as a coach, as an agency owner, whatever it is that you're selling, a course, a membership offer, whatever it is to get them from point A to point B. And your offer, for lack of me being able to draw better, is the vehicle that they're going to be driving to the destination, right? This is what you're selling. You are selling the vehicle in most cases, and this is why you're not making the high ticket cash that you should be making, because the thing is, you're not selling a vehicle, right? I use flashy mechanisms to get people in our programs. The IG growth funnel, that's amazing. If you don't know what that is, I have tons of videos on it on this channel. It's how I got 30,000 plus Instagram followers, scaled my business to 150K per month. The YouTube growth funnel, right? I talk about the YouTube growth funnel, TikTok ads, all of these fancy mechanisms. So what I want to do is show you how selling different things equates to different prices, right? So these are the mechanisms. And with new cars, there's always a new car. The Tesla, right? There's, the new Ford F-150 truck lifted that I just bought. There's all kinds of different cars, and people are always wishy-washy around mechanisms. So what you need to be selling is the outcome. Whenever you charge for outcomes, you can charge so much more. So if I was just trying to sell you an Instagram growth funnel right now, some of you would pay me, right? Because you want more followers and more sales calls, but it's a short-term solution to get them into your world to truly sell them on an outcome. For some people, you want to get to 20K per month. Some of you want to get to 100K per month, right? It's just what you want. And here's where the selling and the information comes in that you need to get them there is, what is the roadblock, right? Holding them back from getting here. So whenever I do a sales call or a consultation, whatever you want to do, or say or call yours, a breakthrough strategy session, whatever, I need to know where they're at. I need to know where they want to get to. And then the last question I need to ask is, as we spread this gap apart, is what is holding you back from getting there? And when I first started sales with my agency, literally what I would do, one of my mentors taught me, I would have a notebook literally right on my desk as I'm on my computer. And when I asked that question, I would write down every single thing they said with literally a pen and paper, because this is the ammunition to the gun to close the deal. If I have this information about anyone, I could sell them on the outcome or the mechanism I'm going to use to get them around the roadblock and to the dream destination that they're trying to get to. So if you know where they're at, where they want to get to, you have the information that they believe is holding them back, then what you do is you relate it to their process or your process, right? So in my industry, right, I need to know what they're doing, how much they're making, how much they want to make, where they're stuck. Comes down to it. But all I do is I relate where they're stuck, right, to each one of my pillars. So in my coaching program, our offer, we have a mindset pillar, we have an offer pillar, marketing, sales, and when you scale, we teach you team. So mindset, offer, marketing, sales, team is everything I ever need to teach someone and show them how to do, coach them on, to get them to 20K a month full-time as a coach, fulfilling what they feel called to do, right? These 5 things. And what I do is, as they're telling me each of these things, I'm taking mental notes, because whenever I do the pitch and I show them how I'm going to put them in the right car, which is the right mechanism, to get them to the destination, right? I'm going to relate each of these pain points back to an offer. I'll show you how I do it. So what's holding you back from getting to 20K? And you tell me, you know what, Brandon, I've tried other coaching programs and I just feel stuck. Okay, whenever you tell me that, I'm gonna make a mental note. I'm gonna keep listening. Okay, and I just don't know how to run ads. Okay, I wrote that down too. And every time I've gotten on sales calls, I just haven't been able to close, right? So I have the information now that I need. And then whenever I go for the pitch, cool, it sounds like you're a perfect fit. Let me just share a couple thoughts with you. And this part of the call, the intro, figuring out where they're at, where they want to be, what's holding them back, is an x-ray. You're literally a doctor, and this is the x-ray. Now that I have the x-ray of what's going on, as a doctor would, I'm going to come back and give a diagnosis. And whenever I give my diagnosis of how to get you to 20K a month, I'm just going to walk you through my pillars. So, dude, did the x-ray, your knee's messed up, we need to operate, right? So we did the x-ray to get you to 20K per month. Really, it's 5 things that I need to walk you through. Number 1 is mindset. Dude, you mentioned a couple things, right? Earlier, you mentioned a couple things about, investing in other programs and just not having the belief. That's really a mindset issue. I know it sucked. I know that was a lot of money, but in order to get to 20K a month, we're gonna have to overcome that. The second thing, you told me you're only charging $1,000. I wanna get you charging, 5K for your offer. And earlier, you told me that you didn't know how to run ads. Dude, no worries. We literally teach the IG growth funnel, and it's so easy to implement. And we'll actually coach you through the whole process, set up the ads for you. And that honestly would be probably one of the easiest parts of the program. So it's like they give you the objections beforehand of why they're stuck, and then you hit each one with whatever your pillars are. And sometimes they'll give you multiple for each one. And then by the time you go for the pitch, how does that sound? They say it's exactly what they need because they told you what the issues are. And there's only 2 reasons at the end of this process that people don't buy from you. Number 1, they don't trust you, right? And that usually comes down to they don't trust this process. So it's something here that they don't trust. Or number 2, logistically, they don't have the time to implement or the money for the program. And what I do, whenever someone gives me an objection, I first reestablish trust. So let's say, I'm on the phone, we say the program's 10K, right? It's 10 grand. And I don't say a word after I say the price. And if they say, well, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. The first thing I do, if any objection, is reestablish trust. So, dude, if this program was free, it's not, but if it was, did everything I lay out to you, does that make sense? Do you feel like that's accurate? There's going to be one of 2 answers. Yes. If so, you move on to solving the logistical issue. Or no, what they're going to do is they're actually going to tell you the real objection, solve it, reestablish. So now that we clarified this, that we're going to actually set the ads up for you. Now, do you think this will work? Yeah, Brandon, it's perfect, bro. Okay, sweet. So now what we need to do is we need to make sure logistically they have 10 grand, right? Okay, cool. So now that I know you're on board for the process, how do you feel? You ready to move forward? Yep, let's do it. And boom, they pay. Or B, you know what, Brandon, 10K is a lot for me right now. Dude, help me understand, is it too much for you to do it once? Is it too much overall? What's the deal? And then boom, you can figure out a payment plan. You can figure out, how to overcome the money objection, the time objection, the wife objection, whatever it is. You can move forward, get the close. So really, if you have current state, desired state, the roadblocks holding them back, and you know how to rephrase and repeat the roadblocks back to them in accordance with your pillars, every single time you go for the pitch, they literally say, yes, it's exactly what I want, and then you just go for the assumed close. Cool, so you ready to get started? Every time they say yes, sweet. So next steps, I'll just walk you through, get the investment, and we'll get you onboarded. Sound good? Yep, awesome. And then boom, say the price, right? So hope this helps. If you are an online coach, agency owner, and this video helped you, and you want to chat with us about where you're at, where you want to get to, see if we can get rid of some of these roadblocks for you and help you scale, go ahead down below, click the link to book a call. It'll be with me or one of my team members, and we're just going to walk you through this. There's no high pressure calls. We're genuinely here to help you fulfill whatever God's called you to fulfill, especially if it's in an online coaching business agency. We'll be able to help you scale, get you in community with other people doing incredible things. And yeah, if you don't book a call, at least like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram. The link is in the bio. But I do want to encourage you, if this video helped you at all, if you're not happy with your current state and you want to get to the desired outcome that you've seen some of our clients get to, go ahead, click the link down below to book a call, and we'll chat soon.